What's happening, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Adam, this is Vancity Audi, and we are at Woodburn Drag Strip in Woodburn, Oregon for the Pacific Waterland car show paired with a little bit of drag racing. We have my B9 S4, and if you notice beside me, we have It's Pronounced Va-Guh's B9 S5. We both are using the TTE 710 hybrid turbo on Integrated Engineering's Stage 3 Plus with injector file on E70. Yes, you guys heard me correctly. I met up with IE, we figured out the problem. My car has been flashed over to E70, but I've never run it. We did 3 data logs, the car's running well, but I have not ever done a full quarter-mile pass, so today will be the very first time I will have ever done it on max power. I still have the exact same setup beside that. I'll go through the parts, we'll get a few test runs in so I know what I'm dealing with, how much track prep there is, how well my tires hold. The guys at It's Pronounced Va-Guh will do the exact same thing. They'll get some test runs in, and then we'll run heads up against each other, see how our cars perform using the exact same tune, but they have a little bit more weight in their B9 S5 compared to my B9 S4. Here's the weight of my car from a previous video where I removed 180 pounds from it. The car weighed in at 3,630 pounds on the street tire setup. My drag radial setup's a little lighter. Jeremy brought his car to the weigh scales, took the stuff out of the trunk. This car is full weight as it sits right now. He's explaining to the camera that the scale was reading 350 pounds off. So full weight for him was 3,900 pounds with a full interior. Once he got to the track though, I helped him strip out the interior, 180 pounds removed, dropped him down to 3,720 pounds to make it roughly 100 pounds more than me. So here's a quick refresher of everything I'm going to be using today. I have the Integrated Engineering mid pipes, the IE downpipe fed into that glorious TTE 710 hybrid turbo from the Turbo Engineers. I have IE's turbo inlet, IE's air intake system, and up front, a big old IE intercooler. We also recently installed all of these parts, including 6 RS7 direct injectors, 2 4-bar map sensors from TTE, as well as an APR high-pressure fuel pump. As per usual, I'm using DR2s mounted on Enkei RPF 1s, while also using downgraded B9 A4 brakes. The car is the exact same weight that it was before. Front passenger seat, rear seats, as well as the trunk contents have been emptied for an additional 180 pounds of weight reduction. So just so you guys know, I am not racing anybody beside me for these first few runs. I'm simply trying to get the car to go as quickly as I possibly can. Yeah, buddy! Woo! Oh, fuel cut! That's what fuel cut feels like. Fuel slosh, I don't get it. This car is insane on launch. That felt like it was gonna boogie and it just bop, 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 died. So I grabbed my slip anyways because I was fairly certain I managed to accomplish a 60-foot before I experienced fuel cut. That 60-foot was a 1.49. I'm in the 1.4s. Now it's a matter of making sure I don't experience fuel cut so I could pull off a full quarter mile. So that run did not go the way I wanted it to. So what we're gonna do on this next run is I'm gonna launch the car with a little less oomph off launch. See if I can prevent any fuel slosh. See if we can make sure that the boost request is met. It doesn't overshoot or undershoot. We'll try to get this run a bit better and hopefully get a full quarter mile run this time around. All right, not as much boost, Adam. Take it down a bit. There we go! There you go! AMAX. Losing AMAX. Oh, it's freaking muggy. Oh, it's so muggy. I'm sweating so bad. Gross. Definitely not what I was hoping for. I managed a 10.6 on Draggy. Really expected to do better than that. 0 to 60 was only a 2.9. Now, as I openly admitted, I didn't launch as hard. I didn't build as much boost. I cut a 2.8 0 to 60 on the 93 octane file, so I know I can do better. but at least I made it down the track. The other thing was the TCU. I think I heard a gear shift fart, meaning that the car was not in AMAX mode for that gear. Now, I don't know whether that was 1 to 2, 2 to 3. I can't remember just off the top of my head, but I'll be able to look at the log before my next run to check it out. As for my official slip, I managed a 10.61 at 132.68. That trap speed is way freaking faster than I went on 93 octane. That's what, 6.5 mile per hour more. That's pretty impressive. 60 foot was absolutely terrible of a 159, going 1 full tenth slower. And I know the car is capable of much more. So hopefully I can dial it in, figure stuff out, look at the logs and try to tweak it a bit before my next time out. So after reviewing those logs, you could clearly see that I did not launch at high enough level of power, or torque to be exact, on launch control to activate AMAX mode. I softened the launch too much, and because of that, AMAX wasn't enabled. So we're gonna see what I can do this time now that I've downgraded that TCU file to a race launch period. No longer a race launch meant for slicks. I'll hold down launch control, build all that torque and let her fly, and with any luck, I'll have a better run than last. Oh, it's spun like crazy, and it's farting every year. Ah. Sucks. Just one clean run, that's all I ask for. One clean run. Man, this has not been going my way so far. 0 to 60 again of a 2.9. I actually physically felt the back end of the car kick out. So maybe I'll go around the water box this time rather than cleaning off my tires like I normally do. A dry surface rather than spinning them and trying to heat them up. 0 to 60 was the 2.9, quarter mile again was a 10.6 on draggy. We'll see what it is on the time slip. Super close to a 10.5. I ran a 10.601 at 132.66. The 60 foot was terrible again. I could feel the car spinning off launch of a 1.59. I'll try going around the water box. I'm even thinking of going on a back road and testing out the launch control to see if the AMAX will enable, because that's slowing me down big time, knowing the fact that it's cutting torque on every single gear change.
All right, so in the build today, we're pretty excited, but this is the culmination of everything we've done with integrated engineering to date. We decided to go stage 3 with them and test the 710, the TTE 710, and now we've got all of their parts. By the way, they don't pay me any real money, but they do give me parts. We make videos, it's kind of a fair trade. We're gonna see how fast we can make the S5. Today we made some really good strides towards that, and this is what we've got on it. So you can see obviously we've got the integrated engineering intake, the inlet coupled with it to help make extra power. I really like the update they did with the stud there. I've got the ethanol sensor so we can run full E70. There's the downpipe over here. To really realize the full stage 3 stuff, we've got an upgraded charge pipe. That's because we swapped the intercoolers over here, which previously we had APR, which was running okay. Weirdly enough, their silicone charge pipe is smaller, so we upgraded to this VPS one. VPS tuning sent us this, and it's got a blow-off valve. We had to tap into the boost and vacuum system, and that was a fun project. But that's about what we've got as far as engine mods, other than the stage 3 plus software. We have some chassis stiffening. We've got some upgraded brakes from APR, and that's the big brake kit. It doesn't do a good job of holding my car in place brakes when we're trying to launch. And then we've got their wheels, which are 10 pounds lighter than stock per corner, which is great. We have the 034 rotors on the back to save even more space. And just for today, we're running some weight reduction. So I stripped everything out in the car. Thanks to Adam for helping me do that to see how fast.
You're very welcome. Look at this, guys. Now, on my channel, I weighed it all. We got 180 pounds, but you had additional stuff that I don't have in an S4.
Well, I had subwoofers, I had some heat seater connections in the back, and, you know, as always, I carry snacks.
So what are we thinking then overall? My car will probably be about 100 pounds less than yours?
Yeah, I think right around there.
Okay, 100 pounds less, plus I have the cheater drag radials.
Yeah.
You are running street tires. So
Michelin Cup 2s.
Michelin Cup 2s, so still a very aggressive street tire, but not a true drag radial.
Correct.
Let's get out there, buddy, and run some quarter-mile passes.
Let's do it.
Here we go, guys. Heads up against Jeremy in his B9 S5. Whoa! Look at him go! He's right there! Yeah, boy! This is awesome! Whoa! Look at him go! He's right there! Yeah, boy! This is awesome! That was freaking awesome! I broke traction with all 4 tires and kicked out to the side. I have no idea how his launch was, but that was a fun race. We were like neck and neck the whole way. I should also mention what Draggy says. Draggy says a 10.39. My cleanest run of the day. Finally running as it should. 0 to 60 was 2.7 seconds. Guys, weird camera angle, but it's the only thing I got. He and I switched sides, so he's gonna be in the left lane this time in hopes that he has better traction. Oh, spinning like crazy, but he's ahead! He's ahead! Look at him go! Look at him go! Oh, it's so close! Oh! I spun all 4s again, breaking loose on launch. Holy crap. The track prep has just been murdered today from all those street tires. Quarter mile shows a 10.37 on Draggy. My 0 to 60, I think the quickest of the day, of a 2.76. And now I have a 60 to 130 reading because I'm going over 130 miles an hour. That was a 7.11 on Draggy. I think he beat me on that one. That's a 1-to-1. That's freaking awesome. Let's check the time slips and see how we did. Well, Jeremy, those are some pretty epic races.
It was a lot of fun.
Neither of us had traction, both kicking out, boogieing all over. You kept trying to cheat and red light me.
I mean, my brakes just wouldn't hold all the torque.
Fair enough. In his defense, he was trying to hold it as hard as he could and his car just kept inching forward.
Yeah, my butt was against the back of the seat and I was standing on the brakes.
And when you do that, guys, just so you know, once you inch forward, as soon as he breaks that beam, your time starts.
Yeah.
So his times are partially reflective of that. We know it's capable of a ton more, seeing as what my car was capable of, and I was still spinning. So our results, the first run we did, a 10.3 versus a 10.9.
Yeah.
But you were right there with me.
Yeah, I red lighted like a half a second early, basically.
And that's what you see in the difference,
Yeah.
a 10.3 to a 10.9.
And that's just the creep forward, like you said, and then we launched or left at basically the same time.
very, very close. A 1.59 to a 2.0.
Yeah.
So that was our 60 foots off the line, or within reason of each other. But that was pretty cool. Like, it felt to me like we were side by side.
Yeah, same.
So it's pretty cool to see like a little bit of a weight reduction on my part, obviously stickier compound tires, much smaller tires, and my weight was a little bit less than yours. So the second run.
I still need a driver mod though.
Oh, yeah, come on.
I wasn't doing a very good job. I needed to learn how to launch the car better.
We are both learning. This was the first time that you and I had ever run this tune before, ever.
You want to talk about the trap speeds? We were both at 133.
Right, that's very true. Trap speeds, I missed that part. We both hit 133. 133.47,
Yeah.
133.1.
That is the fastest I've ever gone in that thing.
Nice.
I mean, not like all together, but on a quarter mile.
On a quarter mile, but still pretty damn comparable cars, and we ran almost the same trap speed. Although the ET was different, the trap speed was almost the same.
Yeah.
So now for the second run.
Yep.
Second run, I ran my personal best. I have never gone this quickly. I have never gone this fast. He's inspiring me to go faster. That's what it was.
My cheating red light.
As soon as I see him creep forward, I'm getting more amped up.
Yeah.
It was a 10.3 to an 11.3. So what happened on the second run for you?
Oh, same creep, and then just massive wheel spin right off the launch. Like I was wrestling it the whole way down.
So if you guys are done watching my video, make sure you head over to his and you'll see your perspective.
Maybe.
Maybe.
My camera's not cooperating today.
Oh, so he had the same problems I did. My
Yeah.
cameras were dying too. All right, so you might not get that, but make sure you check out his video as well so you can see it from his angle. I tried as much as I can to show his car beside me, but it'd be cool to see it from your perspective as well.
Yeah.
Your draggy results and so on. It'd be pretty neat to see. But again, a 134, that one you didn't trap as much, but I guess you were spinning like crazy.
Like all the way through into second gear, partially through second gear, and it wasn't just like we had to like kind of get up and go a little bit sideways
Yes.
most of the day, every single one of my runs. This one was full out, balls to the wall. Like I wiggled
Dancing.
a couple times,
Skating down the track.
Yeah, I think we had said, or maybe it was sprinkling or something. But
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. There was a little bit of rainfall. I don't know if I talked about that on camera.
the Cup 2 tires aren't the best for the drag strip.
Well, I'm running drag radials, guys. You know that.
Yeah.
Those aren't drag tires. Those are circuit or track tires.
Yep.
Still an epic experience. Thank you very, very much
Thanks
for coming
for the
out,
invite.
Jeremy.
We had a blast.
That was freaking awesome. So much fun. I got to meet another YouTuber, another passionate guy in the B9 community, doing a lot more different things with your car. I have OCD, so I stick with one thing and I run it. Same brand for clothes, same brand for shoes, same brand for my cars, but you have gone a little further and you've dimpled and dabbled in different stuff.
Yeah, we've tried everything. We've tried to do the comparisons for the different tunes, and then one thing we noticed is all the different tuning companies make different stuff for the cars.
Yeah.
So our goal is to install the things that people want to know how to install. We do the reviews, we do the comparisons, we do the install videos, and it's a lot of fun.
Cool. Well, thank you very much to Jeremy again. If you haven't checked it out, check out his channel. It's pronounced Va-Guh. Sorry about all the noise.
Yeah.
We're wrapping up here at Pacific Waterland and everybody's ripping out past us. That was a ton of fun. If you guys have not experienced it, make sure you come down to Woodburn, Oregon next year. I'm sure they'll do it all over again. But this might not be the end of this relationship. I'd like to go further.
Yeah.
There are still more race days at Pacific Raceways in Kent, Washington.
Yep.
And I will make my best effort to cross the border again, come down south. We might be able to meet up again once we've had more seat time and we've figured out our cars a bit more, maybe change a few more things. We'll be able to improve on those times, hopefully the trap speeds, and be able to accomplish even better results in these cars.
I might get some drag radio.
Oh yeah,
I'm just saying.
that'll be an even better matchup.
Yeah.
Drag radial to drag radial, so we have equivalent grip.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much for watching. Thanks again to Jeremy for coming out. Until next time, guys, take care.